Hey guys, welcome to Courtney's Tarot. This is relationship. Pick a deck, breathe in 3 times, relax, and choose the photo you are drawn to. Okay, so this was deck 1. As you can see, there's a few cards. Go ahead and get these set out. And the last 3, which were the top 3 that you would see on top of the deck. Okay. The first card was inspiration. That's a keen sense on somebody in the relationship that has a lot of dreams. And this second card right here connects with that one. The Candy Cane Angel. It says it's time for a treat. This card represents somebody that has a hard time putting themselves first. This is definitely the one that is dependent on in the relationship. Maybe they forget to put themselves first every once in a while, do something for themselves. And let's see, then we got 4 of Cups, which is, to me, a symbol of somebody that is scared to be alone. And then we have Alone in the World, which connects with this, which is an actual fear. And then we have the Exile, strategy, failure, trauma. And that connects with cycles. Now this is a person in the relationship that has been hurt a lot in the past and maybe doesn't allow themselves to trust the other, and uses his past experiences as an excuse of the reason they do certain things that they do, which causes cycles to repeat. And then we have Focus on God's Love card. Make every effort to keep yourselves united in the Spirit, binding yourselves together with peace. This is overall the end of what the relationship could possibly be. As you can see, maybe the relationship is or has already gotten to the point of where y'all are more signified, more together. As this card says, recovery. The person on the top has helped the one on the bottom recover from pain. And I think in that instant of that person helping the other, the one that is inspired to do a lot more with their life. I'm not saying that the one on the bottom isn't. But I think their motive is a little was clouded by pain that they weren't able to get through themselves. And the card says, manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Wow, this relationship, you would think that the one that was dependent on was focused on helping the one that needed to be helped. Overall, that help gets put back out into the world. And in this relationship, it signifies that you helped each other. Maybe you have a goal that you've always wanted to reach, or a stage in your relationship that you always wanted to reach that you just weren't able to for a while, and you maybe never thought you could have. And I think you're getting there, or you're working towards that perfect place for y'all's relationship. That doesn't mean that there's not going to be ups and downs. Of course, there always will be. but you're helping each other grow and build. And I think overall the relationship has had very, very hard situations. And you stuck through it. And in the end, the goals that you have set place or wanted eventually will come to for you too. Okay, this was the second deck. And we have, when it comes to matters of the heart, there's no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Okay. And these, of course, are our outcomes and advice of what you should do. We have Abaddon. Pestilence, corruption, malice. This card represents somebody that is narcissistic, maybe has a problem owning his own actions. And we have peaceful among thorns. This can mean the one person in the relationship is the narcissist. Maybe they have a lot of anger issues. They may blame you for everything that happens, even when it's just life. Peaceful among thorns. That card represents the person that is taking that backlash, taking that pain, even though they're going through their own personal hell in their relationship. They are strong. They don't stoop to the level of the other. They try to stay positive. And then we have Inner Trust. This card goes with the person that is peaceful among thorns. That means Inner Trust represents you needing to trust yourself in the inside. Realize that you do know what you need to do. You do know what's right and you do know what's wrong. And then we have Merry Masquerade. This card symbolizes that there's someone around you who is talking bad about you. It could be jealousy. It could be hatred. It could just be plain mean. I think this will connect with Abaddon, the other in the relationship that is a narcissist. Then we have Five of Swords. And this card represents somebody in the relationship that is constantly humiliated. Talked down on, blamed for everything. Just really in a toxic environment. I think that one will go with the Peaceful Among Thorns. And then we have Focus. Focus is a card that represents that you're a lot stronger than you think you are. And even though sometimes it feels like you don't know what to do, I believe you do know. Maybe you have reasons why you can't do what you know you need to do. Or maybe you're scared to and feel like maybe you're making the wrong choice. And I would like to go back to this heart card in response to that. And it says, every choice... Sorry, one second. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Then we have, become still so you may hear God. For the life of every living thing is in His hands, and breath of every human being. I believe that means with this card of listen to your intuition, is yourself telling you what you feel and what you know you need to do in the relationship. Now this may be the feminine side of the relationship or the masculine. Doesn't necessarily mean the woman in the situation or the man in the situation. I believe that this relationship is extremely toxic, for one. It may be a pain game for the other. Now, the narcissist knows what they are doing. They know they are hurting you. I'm pretty sure y'all have had plenty of arguments about that. But I think it's something that maybe they cannot help. That doesn't excuse it. I think that maybe there's some pain there, some trauma that hasn't been worked through, and they're taking it out on the wrong person. Don't ignore your intuition. You will always know what decision you need to make. You just have to become still, listen. Okay, so here's deck 3. Okay. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Okay. Then we got Fairy of the Highlands. It's time to be brave. Honesty. Okay. This card represents somebody that's they may be scared or shy to speak up on certain things. You definitely bottle a lot up. A lot of stress. Honesty is pretty self-explanatory. It's basically a card that is trying to allow this person to be honest to themselves and maybe to others. Then we got 9 of Wands. Oh, then we have Set, Prince of Avarice. We have short-sightedness, ambition, narcissism. 9 of Wands and Set. Okay, then we have Beyond the Mind, the Heart Beats. Envious Gluttony. Let's see if it will focus a little more. Let's see. Ooh, well, okay. And then we have Remain Positive. And be the powerful presence of peace. Give all your worries and cares to God. He cares about you. Okay. With these 4, they all connect together. Set resembles somebody that is, I guess you would say, money hungry. They care more about money than maybe how they treat others. And that's where envious gluttony comes from. And then we have Beyond the Mind, the Heart Beats, which resembles that he's not exactly caring about how he's making people feel or his loved ones. He cares more about the sole fact of money. Then we have 9 of Wands, and this resembles maybe he went through, or she, this could be the masculine or feminine side. They went through a struggle maybe when they were growing up, or maybe went through a hard time. And it's more of fear of going back to that struggle or being through the same things that they maybe feel like they beat. Then we have Remain Positive, and I believe the reason this card is on here is for the party that is the safe haven. for the one that's money hungry. You're basically the one that goes through a bunch of stress, maybe doesn't speak on it. You're always remaining positive. Maybe you've been having a hard time here lately doing so. And then we have, of course, be the powerful presence of peace. I think this is helping the one remaining positive to remember to give all your worries and cares to God. And then I believe this, if eventually is going to be the outcome of it. Follow it with faith.